In Affinity Photo, you can create some really gimmicky colour effects. And it is very gimmicky, but let's just go through it. What you need to do, select any image, and then go to Document, and go down here to Convert Format. So select that, and go for 32. So RGB 32. And I'm just going to go with the linear and convert. Doesn't seem to be any change. Well, now what you can do is you can go over here, Filters, go to Blur and Gaussian Blur. Again, nothing really that different from what you'd get if you were using 8-bit. And click Apply. Now I'm going for about 40. So you can still see the image. Click Apply. Then go to Filters and down here to Colors and Emboss. And this is where the real big difference. If you tried this using 8, this would not be as effective. Just change the radius and change the amount, and you can go backwards and forwards, move this around, create. Now, in 8-bit, I think that would be very, very coarse and wouldn't look half as good. Now, you may disagree on that, but however, click Apply. So once you've got that, you can then use the fade. So Layer and Fade Emboss. So Fade Emboss. Just go up here and you can change the fade. You can see you can create some interesting colour designs there. But also you can go through these and just try them out. Go for soft light. Maybe go for hard light, vivid light, linear light, pin light, and just change the settings here. Experiment. But I found really, and this is quite a nice one, you can go see with negation, creates a very nice effect. Luminosity, I think, creates a nice one. So luminosity. Now you can see you've got really weird and wonderful colour with this. And you can change this, you can change it. And I'm just going to go to about 8%. Of course, vary it. But you can see now you've got a really super colourful design just from, let's say, any image. And click Apply. Now you can apply it again if you want. Go to Filters. And you can go down here again, Colours and Emboss. You always get this basic grey. And let's just drag that over there and change the radius again. And then change the amount. And of course you can also interactively. Now you can see what's happening. You get this very, very sharp edge that's appearing. Now obviously when you've got it very low like that, it's not. But if you push it really extreme, just drag it further and further out, you get something like that. That's using a radius of about 56, 242%, and click Apply. And you can do the same. Go to Layer, Fade Emboss. And you can try out other ones. So you can just go through these, you can just go for dark and multiply. And you can see as you go through them, different results will happen. Some work better than others. You can get really weird and wonderful, say, with overlay. And again, change the fade. And you can see, go with that. The results, literally by a couple of combinations of a couple of these, just from any image, will result in this really super colourful, very gimmicky, I admit, colour design. But also what you can do, go to Filters and Blur and Gaussian Blur. Now Gaussian Blur works really odd now. Instead of what you think would happen, like it blur the image, you can see as you blur that, it just creates this very weird blurring. Just it's not really blurring at all. It's actually combining it in for, let's say, literally infinite amount of combinations of colours. You can sort of drag that back and forth and click Apply. And that's going to be my end result. But you could see the idea. You could just apply it, use the blur, combine it again with the emboss and create more and more unusual colours design. So filters, colours, and again emboss. And you can see as soon as you do that, again you lose that, but again change the amount. And you can see that will drag further again or interactively. And you can bring in and click Apply. Now you'll notice one thing's happening here. The image seems to be changing. It's just reworking itself out, which is very odd, slightly disconcerting when you've got suddenly the blacks and whites suddenly sort of appearing and disappearing. So I'm just going to go with this, but you can see the general result, just very abstract design, very gimmicky colour effect, I admit. But the one trouble now is you're in 32-bit. And if you go over here, File, and let's just go down here to Export, and the result is not ideal. Now you can go through, try some of the other, maybe PSD, see what those. maybe slightly better. You've obviously got different options here. But of course, what you can do, you can always convert back. And you can do that. Document, convert format. If you want to put it back to, say, 16 or 8, let's go to 8. Unfortunately, there's no preview. Be really nice if it was. And I'm using relative colour. You can just try it perceptual. But of course, there's no preview. I don't know why there isn't, but still, there isn't. So, and convert. And it looks a bit duller. Well, you can always bring a bit of colour back. Of course, go via various options along here, the personas. Try and work out one that will work. Also, you can always try go full layer and go down here. And you've got new adjustment layer and just try maybe levels, the colour balance, channel mixer, etc. So let's just go for just HSL. I'm just going to try one of them. And you can see then you can change hue shift and again, just change the luminosity, just brighten this up, saturation, and a bit of tweaking. You can create some, again, very interesting colour designs from that as well. Maybe not as bright, as intensive, but now when you actually export it or print it, obviously if you go for CMYK, etc., but you can go to File and Export, and the result does vaguely look like the actual, what you see on screen, and export. If you just want to save it. Of course, you can save it to your standard format, the file and save, and it's just saved, obviously, 32-bit or 16-bit or 8-bit as required. Another option you might like to try out is one of those tools in Affinity Photo that's really odd. With the layer here, just go to Filters and down to Apply Image. Simply with this, just go to the layers and drag that layer across and just add it there. And now what you can do, you've got here blend mode, normal, and you can run through darken, multiply, colour, linear burn, just try them out. Go through the different settings, maybe hard light, difference, and so on. And you can create even more very gimmicky colour designs inside Affinity Photo and click apply. Well, hope you found this idea of using the emboss and the colour just to create some truly weird and wonderful designs with literally any image could be used with this. Just a little blurring to create this effect. Comments, always great to hear from you. Do you think this is a great or interesting technique? Have you tried it yourself using this approach with emboss? I think emboss has always been one of those sort of ones that's odd sort of effect. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Always have new tutorials about Affinity Photo, as well as Photoshop, Rebel, and many other applications as well. Bye.